Thanks for getting me ready.
Yeah, we got you.
No, I need to find boyfriend first. Okay. Anyway. Hi everyone, welcome back to Ladies First. My name is Jasmine and today we are back with another episode of TMI Questions with parents. So we've invited two very special guests with us today. Would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hello everybody, my name is Nora. I am a 39 years old soap maker and I got two kids. I have a 4 and a 7 years old.
My name's Leo, I'm 26 this year. I have a 1-year-old daughter and I am a massage therapist.
Alright, so very interesting different profiles of parents we have today. So we are going to be asking them very difficult questions, so let's begin. When you first found out that you were going to be a parent, did you ever consider getting an abortion?
No, definitely not. Because I always look forward to having a kid.
Quite honestly, given the circumstances at which my daughter was born, I would say that it was for a very brief moment. I had my kid during my second year of national service. So during that time, you know, you're not earning that much, triple digits.
Yeah.
It's scary. I didn't really have my career set up before that, I didn't have that much savings. So with all that, it was just for a very brief moment. And then after which it was just, let's go with it. Quite certain, yeah.
Moving on to the next question, since you talked about having to talk to people, right, when it comes to finding out you're pregnant, what were the reactions that you actually experienced when you told people that you were expecting a kid?
I think for me, I have a mixed reaction because I do have a brother who haven't been conceiving for quite some time. So I wouldn't want to hurt his feeling. So I was a bit mindful when I wanted to announce that I'm pregnant. So I'll make sure that it was him that I announced it first before I announce it to the rest of the other family members.
It's a mix. Of course, there's people that's gonna be like, oh my god,
very happy.
do it! You know, that kind of thing, really just hype men, hype women behind. But I think it's the elders that really had their reservations, which is fair. Because they've been through it, they know the struggle. Generally, it was still on the positive because they saw that over time, I was willing to sacrifice. I was willing to put in the time to research and learn and be the best father I could possibly be for my daughter, you know.
It all stems from a good intention.
Execution can be bad sometimes.
Execution. Okay, so
Right.
guys, if you guys are gonna respond to anyone being pregnant, please be mindful of how you respond.
That's very true.
We are gonna move towards asking you about your opinions and beliefs when it comes to being parents, okay? So, how do you actually feel about stereotype gender roles? So basically, society believes that women should be stay-at-home mothers, whereas dads should be working dads. Like, how do you feel about this?
I think it's a bit unfair.
It is, right?
Yeah, it is very, very unfair. Oh my
I'm
God.
not a parent, but I agree
Yeah.
110%.
Because
The energy.
yeah, because for me, right, I have my first son is actually a special needs son. There was a point of time where I decided to quit my job. I need to spend more time with him, and I actually risked my career and be a full-time mom. Eventually, thankfully, I also find something that I like. I actually started doing something on the sideline.
Which is what you're currently doing.
Yeah,
also
which is
making,
soap making.
I am a working dad, but I also am like a full-time house dad. You juggle many roles, so this type of thing shouldn't even exist anymore.
Do you think that sex education is necessary for your kids, and would you educate your kids about sex eventually?
I don't know. I don't know how to approach that matter. I will approach that candidly. For my boy, I probably get my husband to do it. I'll probably deal with the girl.
But definitely, I agree with you on the candid point. You know, hey, see you 1 p.m. at Thursday at this particular time. It has to naturally flow. I think when they reach that age where these things start to become a part of their lifestyle.
So what
already.
age are you thinking?
Kids these days.
We haven't reached
Kids
there
these
yet.
days.
Yeah.
The generation these days.
The age keeps getting lower. Right? Just go on TikTok, you'll see. The camera is your child, and you are trying to give your child the sex talk. Go for it.
Son, your father wants to talk to you right now.
Wow!
Very good! Very good! Oh, this is gonna be tough because it's father to daughter.
Bailey, you're at that age now. Sex is a part of your lifestyle. I can't help it if it happens, but I do need to ask you condoms? No, yeah, you know what it is, right? What if you have a kid? Come on. Right, you want to Hey, wait, yeah, you know, right? Protection? Okay. Okay. Yeah, talk to you later. Something like that. I don't know.
He's so casual. He's so casual.
Yeah.
Very good. How about when it comes to career paths? Would you like your kids to take on certain or specific career paths that you have in mind for them? Like for me, when I was growing up, my parents always wanted me to be a doctor. Then I went to secondary school and took science, and then they were like, okay, it's never happening?
For me, I don't think I would set a career path for them. I will let them choose what they want to be. Even though, for example, they become a road sweeper, for example, as long as they're happy.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Can we put fake tears?
Even though they are a doctor, for example, but they are so stressful. Sometimes you see them also very 可怜, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think I want to put my children in that position.
To the both of you, can you explain what it's like to be a parent in 3 words?
There's a lot of love, lots of responsibility, and lots of commitment.
Fulfilling. I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk a real one. Tiring.
Now you're scaring me.
But it's for real.
But it's so true.
It's so true. I know there's mommy's blues, like you know the whole postnatal thing, and sometimes it can get very scary. People don't talk about daddy blues.
Daddy blue?
Daddy blues. That's real as well. Because when your whole lifestyle change and everything like that, and then just everyone's in on it, the baby's just going wild, right? Then you're just so fatigued. So I think fulfilling, tiring, and just it's really love.
I've seen so many of my friends, especially like for women, the whole breastfeeding process is very, very painful, right? Somehow they always pull through and they do it for like months and years, and it's just so crazy like how much love you have to give to your child.
100%, like after becoming a dad, respect moms way more because you guys go through like the whole process. Oh
Actually, I appreciate my mom more the moment I gave birth.
Yeah.
Because the
You do
pain
natural
is
birth?
yeah, natural birth.
Oh,
so
dear
the
Lord.
pain is excruciating. It's very painful.
What was the biggest change for you after becoming a parent?
The anger management. You know, when you're young, you know, you tend to have a lot of hot streams, you know, right?
I'm going through
hot
it right
bursts.
now.
Yeah, but then when you're a parent, you tend to mellow down a bit because you are talking to a little person.
Oh, that is so true though.
Yeah, so it's a different change. It really changed me as a person.
You talked about sacrifice. Can you name me one specific sacrifice that you think is really like, oh, sacrifice?
I love to hang out with friends and I love the freedom of choice. You don't have that anymore. It's up to your kid to determine your schedule, 100%.
Yes, so everything
Yeah.
revolves around the kids. When you want to go out with your friends also,
There's a cap.
there's a cap.
You can only you
Yes.
give yourself a what's that, curfew?
Yes.
Curfew, yeah, give yourself a curfew.
So
Yeah.
it's
you
really
guys have curfews?
between
Yeah.
us and the
Yeah, for
partner,
sure.
of course.
I rebelled against my mom not to go back to the cycle of getting curfews, okay?
But ultimately, when I come back home, the very first thing that I want to do is go to my children's bedroom. Yeah.
That's true.
And kiss them. Because I didn't manage to kiss them goodnight.
How do you handle the tantrums that your kids have?
My boy, especially right now, is the stage where he asks a lot of questions. So
Because
every
they're
time,
talking, right?
very, very talkative. So, mommy, why this, why that? Sometimes you just need 5 minutes. 5 minutes of your time.
At least when they are around that age where they are able to articulate what they are not happy with, you'll be better able to meet their needs as opposed to a child crying. Then you have to figure out what's going on with them, right? Are they
Yeah.
hungry? Did they poop their pants?
That's true, that's true.
Right.
I think like over time you just kind of pick up on the cues also.
Right,
Because you do it so often and so regular, right?
It's
just
so
like,
crazy, and like you really know your kid inside out, right?
Do you have the same thing where like certain cries you know what they need?
Yes.
It's not like
There's
every
certain
cry used to
pitch,
be the
yeah.
same, right? Yeah.
Magicians.
Yeah.
Do you also experience that like before you became a parent, you felt like you weren't ready for parenthood, and then suddenly you're like, oh my god, I have a child now.
So I thought I was ready, but when the child is really with me and they cry non-stop, I really don't know what to do.
So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
telling me that actually parents don't really have the answers all the time.
I think this is the scariest part.
No, I think that's what makes it so
Special.
Special also,
because
yeah.
you don't have all the answers, but somehow, right? Like at least now when I look back on my childhood, like my mom still always made it work. What is the cost of raising a child, especially in sunny Singapore? Let's just talk about like pregnancy, giving birth, just basic delivery of a child.
8 to 12K,
Yeah.
just giving birth.
Milk powder is really expensive. Like how much is milk powder anyway?
I think honestly, like even to infant care all the way to 18 years old, you think about your endowment plans, you think about their education fund and stuff like that, and you think about their clothes and all that kind of thing.
Really.
I think
And doctor's fee.
Oh, doctor's
medical,
fee.
yeah, 500,000 and above.
You did your math?
Agak-agak.
Agak-agak, I think it should
Yeah,
be
but
around.
thankfully the government also give us some form of support
Yeah.
lah.
Yeah.
But I think it's not enough.
It's not.
Yeah,
really
it's
not, yeah.
definitely not enough.
Okay, next up we are gonna go into scenario-based questions. The first one is gonna be really awkward, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. What would you do if you walked in on your child watching porn or having sex?
Yeah, walao eh.
Really walao at this question?
But I think I would be happy that at least they're doing it at home rather than outside.
Oh, don't be happy for stop.
Especially if it's a daughter, because at least then I know she's safe. What would you do? Would you just close the door and pretend nothing happened?
You alright? Need water? No, that's good. Just play.
I don't think I will punish.
Oh, no.
Yeah, definitely not punish, but I think we will talk gently after that.
Which is weird, right? Because if we had done it in our youth, our parents would kill us so fast. The rotan all come out already. Oh, I shiver at the thought of it. Last time my mom would make me pick out the color of the cane that she was going to hit me with.
You alright?
We're just talking about PTSD.
We're just moving on to childhood trauma.
How would you react if your child comes home and tells you that he or she is expecting a baby? Let's say a tender age of 18.
It's a what now?
Okay.
How do you feel? It's not about me anymore, especially my daughter. It's her body, it's her choice. I can't force anything. Who is it? Do you have the plan set? Can you do this? How can I help?
Alright, so we are moving towards our last segment of questions. This is gonna be on your inner thoughts as a parent. What is your biggest fear as a parent? I heard the gulp. It's like,
If my children lose control, meaning if he do bad stuff, he lose that self-control. Yeah.
to be a good person.
To be a good person.
I think one of the biggest things is that they live a life with regret at any step. I meet a lot of people on my job that speak of regret at such an old age. And they're like, I'm gonna die not doing this, not doing that. Because you see the amount of negativity that like fills up their entire life, and there's this void you really can't get out of. So I really want them at every step to make sure that they're doing things that make them happy. But I just know that for now, I cannot be more thankful that she's around. It's the greatest thing to have ever happened to me.
What is one thing you would change in the past year or years of being a parent?
Parenting is a bit unpredictable, so if there's one thing I would change is I will make every day a happy day.
Yeah.
Not every day is a happy day.
Yeah,
Great
because
answer. Great answer.
because not every day is a good day. Yeah.
So the last question, what is the most beautiful thing about being a parent?
I get to see beautiful smiles in front of me.
Now my baby's at the stage, right? Like everything like But when you do that one thing right and then they laugh or they smile and that kind of thing, then you just know someone's reassuring you that you're doing something right. And that's all you need, even when I can't reassure myself.
Now I want to be a parent. Anyone want to make babies together?
What?
You see, tomorrow I'm gonna fire from my job.
Yeah.
I have a lot of like parent friends, but these are like questions that I feel like would be a bit too much for them to answer. So it's really nice to have to getting to hear both of you talk about it. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching this episode of TMI Questions, and let us know in the comment section down below what are the TMI questions you'd like to see us do. So thank you guys so much again for coming on to this show, and don't forget to like, click here to subscribe, and click here to watch our latest video, and I'll see you next time.